Why sprouting? That's a topic for today's video. Hello and welcome to my channel, Be Healthy by Choice. My name is Lucia Patel-Vašeková. I'm a wellness and health consultant and also a Thermomix advisor. I'm very passionate about teaching people how to eat real food that they can make from scratch at home with all the good stuff that they buy. I'm also using Thermomix because it's quicker, easier, and cheaper than buying food. Now, before I dive into today's topic, please feel free to get the book that I'm recommending so you get even more information than what I'm sharing right now. So, soaking, sprouting, souring, and everything in this topic. Well, in this chapter, you will learn how to prepare grains and beans in ways to make them easier to digest and more nutritious. Grains and beans can be a good source of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients, but only if they are properly prepared. This is because grains and beans contain things that make them hard to digest, like enzyme inhibitors. Uh, Apologies for the pronunciation. Phylitic acid, gluten, and complex sugars. Why do grains and beans contain these things? Because they are seeds. Grain ground into flour makes delicious bread, but did you know that if planted in the ground, grain will grow into grass? The phytic acid in seeds is there to help the seeds store nutrients for sprouting time. It has specific, in inverted commas, arms that hold on to vitamins and minerals. How does a seed know when to sprout? Well, when it is in a moist, warm place, like the ground, enzymes inside the seed wake up and begin breaking down the phytic acid, releasing vitamins and minerals so the seed can sprout and grow. Where do you think most of the vitamins and minerals are stored in seeds? You might think they are stored inside, but they are actually in the outer layer. The outer layer is the most difficult part of the grain to digest because it contains the phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors. In grains, the outer layer is called the bran. Removing the bran makes the grain easier to digest. This is how white flour and white rice are made. But removing the bran also removes many of the vitamins and minerals. A better way to make grains easier to digest without removing any nutrients is to soak, sour, or sprout them. These methods work by breaking down the phytic acid, enzyme inhibitors, gluten and complex sugars into easier to digest parts, just the way nature does when when the seed is planted in the ground. Now, enzyme inhibitors, what are they? Have you ever wondered why seeds are often hidden inside sweet and juicy fruits? Although we usually split the seeds out, animals often swallow the seeds whole. And amazingly, these seeds can still sprout and grow into plants after passing through the animal's body. Enzyme inhibitors in the outer layer of the seed protected from being digested in the animal's stomach. It seems nature has put seeds inside delicious fruits on purpose so they will get eaten and designed them to be able to survive the journey. Indeed, it is better for the seed to get eaten because it ensures the seed will be planted in a mound of rich soil. Soaking. Soaking uses the friendly bacteria and enzymes in cultured milk like kefir, whey, buttermilk, or yogurt to break down grains into easier to digest parts. The grains are ground into flour or rolled, mixed with cultured milk, and then allowed to soak for many hours in a warm place so the bacteria and enzymes can do their work. Souring is like soaking, except a sourdough starter is used instead of cultured milk. A sourdough starter is made by mixing flour and water together and letting it ferment. Like cultured milk, a sourdough starter contains friendly bacteria and enzymes that break down the grains into easier to digest parts. Sourdough bread is made by souring. Sprouting. Sprouting makes grains and beans easier to digest by allowing enzymes inside to naturally break them into easier to digest parts. Grains and beans don't have to be planted in the ground to sprout. To sprout them for eating, they can be soaked in water, drained, and then kept warm and moist for several days. Sprouting is a good way to prepare beans, rice, and other grains which are usually eaten whole. Grains that have been ground into flour cannot sprout. While soaking and souring give grains a sour flavor, sprouting makes them sweeter. It also makes them richer in vitamins. A warm place is needed when soaking, souring, and sprouting because bacteria and enzymes are most active when they are warm. Can you think of any place in your kitchen or home that might be warm? If you have a gas oven with a pilot light, the inside of the oven will be warm. Leaving the light turned on inside the oven will also make it warm. Or if you have a microwave oven above the stove with a light on the bottom, leaving the light on will make it warm inside. Other places in your home might be warm are the one next to a water heater, fireplace, computer, or other appliances that gives off heat. Let me share with you all of this. What I'm reading is, by the way, from the Nourishing Traditions Cookbook for Children by Suzanne Gross and Sally Fallon Morrell. And here, here, obviously you can do a little bit of sprouting yourself at home. It's almost the time because we are kind of at the end of winter and hopefully spring will be coming soon. But here are some ideas that I'd like to inspire you to cook. For example, oatmeal breakfast or Biscoff oatmeal cookies. They are done in 30 minutes in the Thermomix, or banana and oatmeal energy bars. They're absolutely delicious. I absolutely love them. They are more for me than for my children because I don't make them as sweet. Next one, gluten-free chocolate fruit oatmeal muffins. For those of you who prefer not to eat any gluten, they are very delicious as well. Washington baked blueberry oatmeal. Raspberry oatmeal breakfast cake, whatever takes your fancy. Here another gluten-free banana bread. Again, really easy to make. Sourdough starter discard banana bread or the traditional banana bread. So if anything really catches your attention or lets you to think like, I'd like to try that, then feel free to contact me for a demo so I can show you how these delicious meals and a lot more, because this machine Thermomix has 109,000 recipes, so it's just easy to find everything. I could provide either an online demo if you are somewhere far away from Southampton area, or in person, so you can actually try and taste the food, or even touch the machine and make few recipes yourself. That's also possible. So here are my contact details. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, which is My Ideal Health Hampshire, or here on YouTube where you are listening to me. So feel free to also subscribe so you can get notification every time that I release a new video, so you can hear it as soon as possible. Thank you so much for listening, and see you at the next one.